La di da di da di da di dooby 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 da.
Hello, sunshines, sweethearts. Welcome to another chuffing instalment. I've got all my hands up. I've got a chuffing confession to make. We're changing the name again. I know. I apologise. I'm sorry. I'm giving you chuffing whiplash. First we were chuffing Big Al Show. Then we were chuffing Quick Shots. Then we were Big Al chuffing Whiskey Monger. We're changing the name. Hopefully this is going to be the last one. This is going to stick like chuffing mud to a chuffing nun's ass. This is going to be the one that's going forward. I'm going to change it now to Big Al chuffing Booze Monger. Now the reason I'm doing it is because I've listened to people on the street, subscribers, and they keep on saying basically like, half the time you're not reviewing chuffing whiskey out. I'm sorry, you call Whiskey Monger and half the time. And it's right, I looked into it and I looked back at previous episodes I've done. Obviously I've done whiskey, American and Irish, and Scottish and so on and so forth. But I've done rum, I've done tequila, I've done cocktails, bloody snowballs and smoky old fashions. I've done beer. I've done chuffing Irish, chuffing cream. I've done all sorts of chuffing shit. So going forward for the conceivable future, Big Al chuffing Booze Monger. I changed my name more often than chuffing Soft Meat. Did you hear about Soft Meat?
No!
This is not a well-known story, but the reason why some of these expressions, Soft Meat changed his name quite a chuffing lot. Plus the last quote I chuffing made. Apparently originally he was chuffing Soft Meat. Then he was semi-soft meat. Then he was chuffing medium meat. Then he were hard meat. And finally they were chuffing rock hard chuffing Michael. And it was at this point that he was arrested by the chuffing police. Ended up serving 6 months in chuffing jail. Got out. Changed his name back to chuffing Soft Meat. Wise decision. You know what I mean? But hey, this is also a first because I'm doing this video today, ladies and gentlemen, from the chuffing you see behind me, the chuffing tavern. This ain't chuffing Hogwarts. Don't expect to see chuffing Voldemort or chuffing Dumbledore or some chuffing bugger behind. But if you see anything, let me know. Because sometimes there's people wandering in and out. But this used to be frequented on a regular basis by both my chuffing granddads. And especially me mum's dad. In fact, one night he had about, bloody God knows how many chuffing beers and whiskies in here. Chuffing pisses and chuffing fat. Put him up for night, he wanted chuffing rooms upstairs. And he was telling me, he says, I woke up at middle of the night, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, spooked out, this like kind of funny bloody noise and moaning and bloody gurgling, farting and stuff. And he says, I've seen a chuffing legless apparition. I said, well, it had no legs. He says, no, it's just pisses a chuffing fart. It turned out there's this guy called chuffing Frankie Winklepicker. Local chuffing drunkie, you know, every pub, every club, every bar gets one. Right chuffing alcoholic, like he'd fallen asleep. One at darkened corners of chuffing tavern, they'd not noticed. Chuffing locked up, woke up at middle at night, staggering around, obviously disrupted my chuffing granddad. But yeah, it's nice to have you in the old chuffing tavern. Oh, and another thing as well, when he was like wandering around in chuffing room, the reason why they finally realised it weren't a chuffing phantasm and it was a blow is because he was chuffing savaged by 2 chuffing disgruntled chuffing sausage dogs. And you know, they were bloody ripped, torn clothes and chuffing claret and all sorts of chuffing shit. So they knew it were a Frankie bloody Winklepicker. But we are here, this tavern, the castle down the chuffing lane there, and this chuffing estate, owned by a dear personal friend of mine, chuffing Lord Shagmore.
Oh, aye.
And although he's not on camera, because not everybody likes to get the chuffing face on camera, but
No.
he likes bloody booze, he likes beer and whiskey and all that chuffing shit. And it's his tavern, so he's going to stay for this chuffing tasting. So, nice of you to be here, Lord Shagmore. Are you okay?
Bang on, mate.
Are you looking forward to the chuffing tasting?
Too right, mate.
That's good stuff. That's good. Just one little question before we get like chuffing involved and all that chuffing shit. Obviously, you own this tavern, the castle, the grounds. Very, very beautiful place. I like to kind of give you respect on that. It's a beautiful place, but it has been said, and I've chuffing noticed as well. If you come here at a certain time of day, it can be very, very creepy. Have you got anything to add to the basic, your castle and your grounds and stuff? Any like little things you want to say about it?
It's always cloudy. Sheep are bigger. Bacon tastes like sausage and sausages taste like bacon.
You heard it first here, chuffing ladies and gentlemen. Bloody bacon tastes like chuffing sausages and sausages taste like bacon. Chuffing ridiculous, isn't it? Right, first item on, because we're doing a chuffing chaser special today. We're doing a beer or a stout washed down by a chuffing whiskey. Stout, chuffing whiskey, chaser, chuffing spectacular on the Big Al chuffing Booze Monger. So we're starting off in chuffing style, you know what I mean? First one up, chuffing Mulligans. Now, this is a chuffing Irish bloody nitro stout.
Nitro.
Goes for $4.99 for a chuffing 4-pack. Some people prefer it to Guinness. Some people don't. Some people say, oh, the main criticism I heard about this thing is that it's quite changeable. It fluctuates. Sometimes it's absolutely delicious. Sometimes it's a little bit thin. But basically it says Mulligan's Aldi Supermarket Stout is a good, affordable chuffing nitro stout. It's got creamy texture, notes of bloody chocolate. It's coffee and roasted malt. Not flavour profile on the old chuffing pink chuffing wriggler. It says it's rich, creamy, chocolatey, caramel, sweet toffee, roasted malt. So we're going to get that one bloody... I bet it were a bit lively. I'd want other chuffing now. You're all over chuffing kitchen floor. Chuffing Mrs. Big Owl is very happy. Here she comes. Whoa! Jesus. Pour it out there so you can see it going in. There we bloody go. There we go. Let's get chuffing involved. That's it. Oh, right up to the bloody top. Best be careful. Suck that up. Ah, beautiful. Look at that. It's just settling. Just settling the right road tree. While that's settling there, we'll tell you a little bit about what we've got chasing the chuffing there. We've got, I've spilt half of it on my chuffing paperwork here. I'll tell you what. Chuffing High Commissioner.
Low Commissioner.
What do you mean, low commissioner? What do you call it low commissioner for?
Tastes like shite.
Well, I think it's all right. Right, High Commissioner. I mean, this goes back to the 1970s. It is a blended Scotch whiskey produced by Loch Lomond, who are also responsible for single malts and single grain chuffing whiskies. It's meant to have it's meant to be a soft, fruity whiskey, touch of caramel, whispery chuffing peat.
Whisper.
Matured in American oak casks. On the old chuffing coals and nostril, the old beak's meant to be light, fruity, malted, barley, peach, pear, caramel, on palate, soft fruits, caramel, vanilla, light maltiness, and the finish is meant to be long, smooth and chuffing warm. I can't read half of this because I basically poured all that chuffing stout over the paperwork and it's all chuffing blurred. But you get the gist, you know what I mean? So, right, we'll get a little bit of that poured in here. Here we go, Lord Shagmore, here we go.
Oh, aye.
And you have one as well.
Cheers,
That's
lad.
it, my sunshine. You've already got your stout poured out, have you?
Oh, aye.
So, colour-wise, it'll be coloured anyway. It'll be coloured Lord Shagmore, you know what I mean? Oh, these branded ones are. Quite a lot of the malt ones are. Does it matter? I think non-chill filtration of the malts is a bigger deal. You know, it's better if it's non-chill filtrated. But in terms of this, how much it affects flavour, I don't know. Maybe not too much. But let's have a little chuffing. Go right, left nostril, right nostril, chin, belly button. Down the old chuffing, Nigel, chuffing for that.
Nutter.
Chuffing, get involved. Right, but first, let's do this properly, because you don't have the whiskey first and then the chuffing start after. Let's have a little bloody sip of the old bloody Mulligans first. Let's have a go.
That's good shit, is that, Big Al?
Oh, I tell you what, it's chuffing spot for me. That's bang on. I would say, you like that, Lord Shagmore?
Bang on, mate.
I would say basically that I'd have to have a Murphy's again. But that's potentially slightly more in keeping with a Murphy's. Although it does emphasise on the back end a little bit of that, not bad, but good bitterness that a Guinness has got. I would say, let's have a little chuffing sip. I would say that it's maybe a little bit sweeter. Now, I supped a few times Guinness alcohol chuffing free. And some of that chuffing stuff's quite chuffing tasty. It's quite nice, honestly. I got it. In fact, it's weird what happened because I went to a Southern barbecue.
Drumsticks.
And I took this bloody 4-pack of Guinness alcohol chuffing free. Forgot it was alcohol free. And I'm bloody supping it. I got halfway through my 4th tin and I started to feel like a mildly chuffing a little bit pissed. Like I was starting to get drunk. And then my Mrs. Big Al, she had to remind me that it was alcohol free. And I pondered it. You know what I mean? I was sat up late at something now, I woke up, couldn't get back to sleep, so I was thinking about it. Why that would possibly be. And the only thing I can think of is the placebo effect. Now, all my life I have drunk alcohol-based chuffing Guinness. So my brain, it's brain association. I see it looked like Guinness. I tasted it, it tasted like Guinness. My brain's used to getting chuffing pissed when I'm drinking that chuffing stuff. So I think it's a placebo effect, but very interesting what can chuffing happen in the old chuffing grey marble department. You know? But that's nice. Right, before we do a proper like kind of chaser, let's get the old bloody High Commissioner. Let's give him a little chuffing roll around here. Get chuffing beak in it. It's not got much of a burn, you know. Sometimes you stick your nose in some of these blended whiskies and it burns all chuffing hairs out your bloody holes, like, you know. But that's quite smooth, is that? Maybe a tiny little bit of chuffing peat in back there, you know what I mean? Bit tasty, just a little, like it says, a little chuffing whisper. A little bit of embers, not medicinal, more like kind of Bernie embers type peat, I think. I mean, Loch Lomond's a good chuffing distiller and they're producing this chuffing shite, so it's not going to be bad. I knew a guy who lived quite close to my chuffing mum. He used to go through a litre bottle of this chuffing day. I'm not condoning that, don't do that. I don't know if he's with us any longer or if he's turned his chuffing toes up, but I'm not surprised we can chuffing later today. It's enough to make chuffing George Best and Eric Clapton chuffing shy away, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a nice smell, a little bit fruity, a little bit dry, quite airy. Doesn't smell overly alcoholic like some of these like kind of young blender whiskies can do. So let's get it right around the old chuffing pint wriggler and I'll let you know what chuffing think about it. Cheers, Lord Shagmore.
Cheers, mate. Good shit.
That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Decent mouthfeel, not too thin. A little bit sweet. Light fruits. Not dark fruits, more like a little bit orchardy type fruits. That whisper of smoke on back end, a little bit of maltiness. When I first sucked this the other day, because I got this little bottle in this small bottle here. When I first sucked this the other chuffing day, at first, I mean, I've been drinking all my at night, nice malts and stuff, and I thought, oh, I'm not sure about that. But when you put that aside and you drink it on its own like this with like a few days in between, it's not a bad little drop. That's an everyday little chuffing sip of that, you know. If you're on a budget, you've not got much chuffing money knocking about, but you like a bit of a dram on an evening, you're not go too far on with our Commissioner. It's nice, isn't it, Shagmore?
Bang on, mate.
Right, we'll do a chasing out and then I'll let you get to your whatever you're doing with your chuffing day, you know what I mean? Whatever you're doing, I hope you have a bloody good one. Big thank you as well to my chuffing subscribers. Because that last video I put on, it's got about 100 chuffing views in the first 3 days. I know that's not going to make chuffing Mr. Beast or something like that chuffing palpitate, but for this little old chuffing booze monger, it was appreciated, so thanks for watching. Right, let's chase it down now. 2 ways of chasing, I think. First way, A. You have your chuffing stout and you chuffing swallow it. Then you get your chuffing whiskey. After you've swallowed the stout, you have a sip. Quite good bedfellows then. Complement each other quite chuffing nicely. Mulligans, chuffing High Commissioner. Second way I think of chasing, and I do this usually on a chuffing evening when I'm chuffing half pissed. Halfway through a chuffing movie with some chuffing chocolate on one side of chuffing armchair and pork scratchings on chuffing other. This is how I usually do it late at night. About midnight.
Oh,
Get your rubbings out. It was rattling around me chuffing gob then like a chuffing cement mixer. Now that was delicious. I'd like to thank you for chuffing watching. Going forward, chuffing Big Al Booze Monger from now on. We're going to be reviewing all sorts of chuffing shit. Like I said, a big thank you. Thanks, Lord Shagmore, for being here today and letting me in your beautiful chuffing tavern and around your chuffing house. But no, I'm not cutting your grass later.
I'll have to ask
I'm going to see a
Percy.
man about a chuffing squirrel, you know what I mean? So, have a great day and a great life. And I'll catch you later, sunshines and sweethearts.
Oh, what low Shagbo? Chuffing eggs taste like tomatoes and tomatoes taste like eggs.